Right now, we are in the airport.
Ugh. We just got to sit down. It took like
We're not even sitting right now.
we're not even sitting.
Because it's boarding.
It took an hour and some change. Anyways, guys, we're on our way to Atlanta. We're at the airport now here in Las Vegas.
Yeah, we'll tell you the whole story once we land.
Yeah.
And get in the car. But
So stay tuned.
cool. Yeah, but welcome back. What's up, fambam? It's MzKora here, and this is
Cheeky Gemini. He's like, why don't you say your name? I'm Dad. There you go.
So we are in Georgia. So we did not record yesterday. It was a travel day, and it was a little hectic.
It was our first time trying to record and travel. And look, we got this sniper rifle of a camera, right? Like the lens goes out like this. So like whipping it out, and people were giving us side eyes. We really got to get comfortable, like recording like that. Let them know how everything went from the Uber to getting here.
Oh gosh, okay. So we left our house at 4 o'clock because our plane was at 5:30 was boarding. We got to the airport pretty quickly, but then we decided to bypass the curbside check-in line and go inside, and that was a mistake because the line was just insane. And all we had to do was give them the bag.
It was down, up, down, up, down.
There was like 100 people in front of us. We really should have just stayed on the curb.
Let me explain something. We thought that, ooh, this is a nice airline. Okay, because normally she will book a Spirit. We'll be on.
I don't ever check bags, and one reason is because I don't like waiting in those lines, and I'm like, I could just fit everything in a small little carry-on.
But I've never seen a line like that.
Yeah, it was
It literally took an hour?
Yeah.
Luckily
we got there early enough. Usually I'm running late when it comes to airlines, but I was like, you know what? Since he's going with me, let me go ahead and take my 2 hours.
The entire time, I'm over there side-eyeing the priority.
Sky priority.
The sky, what is it? The priority baggage check-ins. I'm like, oh wow, look at that. Why didn't we do that? Can you upgrade for that? I'm like, look, I'm telling you right now, I don't care what you say. One thing I'm gonna be is bougie, okay? If I can upgrade, if I can get priority, if I can skip a line, I'm gonna do it because I always tell her this. And
I'm a penny saver.
Time is more valuable than money, okay? Time is more valuable than money, people. So we get through that. We're like, okay, bet.
Then we get to the gate.
Then we get to TSA. Do I have to explain TSA to everybody?
Everybody knows TSA. And then they held my bag. They pushed it to the back of the conveyor belt because I had to look at it. And then the lady was so annoyed. We had our mics, and I took the mics out of the container, and the container is what set off TSA. And she was like, really? And then, let us go. But yeah.
I even cracked a joke. I'm in the thing where they tell you put your hands up so they can scan you. I'm like, man, I normally get paid for this.
Nobody cracked a smile.
Dude was like, man, it's too early in the morning. So we get past that, and we're trying to go to our gate. We go the wrong way. That's on us.
Yeah. And because it was hidden by people, I couldn't read the top sign. But anyway, so we finally got to the gate. It was already boarding. We already did our intro, as you saw. That was like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And then we sat all the way in the back of the airplane, which was good. There was nobody.
Let me explain this part. Can I explain this part?
Go ahead.
So we get on the plane. Everybody looks grumpy, just packed. Sardines. I'm like, oh man. And there's barely enough room in the middle. But as we look to the back, it's like, ooh, we see that no one is really sitting in the back.
No. I had actually contacted our airline prior to us
Explain that, because...
Yeah. So when I went to check in, I noticed that he was sitting in one aisle in the middle seat, and I was sitting in another aisle in the middle seat. And I was like, I'm fine with where I am, but he's not.
No, let me... Look. I'm a big dude. I might be a little bit bigger. I might be a little bit bigger in person. Or I might be smaller. I don't know. But anyways, imagine me sitting in the middle of two people,
Yeah.
I'm just inconveniencing two people now, you know? So when I saw that, I was like, oh man, but.
Yeah, I was trying to upgrade and I wasn't getting anywhere. So I finally contacted the airline. I was like, I need to be able to sit together and have an aisle seat for my husband. And they accommodated me. So they were great for that. So
was
Delta,
dope.
that's what's up.
Yeah, that's what's up, Delta.
And then
yeah.
they also put us all the way in the back, which was fine because there was barely anybody there. And we had the entire road to ourselves, which was great.
I'm like, okay.
And then on the other side of us, there was two little kids traveling by themselves. I was like, oh my gosh. I remember when I was 9 years old, Delta was actually the very first airline I've ever been on by myself when I was traveling to go see my mom. So I was like, oh, memories. But yeah.
And then we had a stewardess.
Yeah, the
sweetest
airline attendant, she was greatest. Greatest. I was all cuddled up on his arm, just asleep, because I didn't have my neck pillow, so his shoulder was my pillow. And she was like, I love you guys. You know, you guys give me hope and stuff like that.
She's like, I'm 63 years old, and you guys, you know, just seeing you two just makes me smile, makes me thank God. I'm like,
yeah.
Oh, like, thank you.
I love that.
Yeah. So if you are seeing this trip, you're so far the highlight of our entire trip.
Yeah. So then we landed and we got into the airport. That airport is huge.
Oh, yeah.
The Atlanta
airport is huge. Yeah,
it's huge.
We had to catch an Uber to get on the tram.
No, we walked to the tram and then we needed to get on another tram to get to the what is it, the baggage claim, get on one to get to the rental car place.
Yeah.
It was just huge.
Okay. And something that I've never noticed before. Well, no, I never experienced. When sliding doors close, if you stand in the middle, they,
Normally open back up.
They open back up. This
whoop.
one, she's walking like look, we're kind of gauging. We're like, can we make it? Can we make it? You know what? Hey, we made it. So she walks in because she's going to stop this. This door said,
I said, woo.
Since we're in Ludicrous, it said, move, get out the way. It just closed. I'm like, yo.
Yeah, so I backed up quickly because I wasn't trying to get crushed by those doors. And it happened to somebody else too. That they made it in. I don't know how. I guess they just pulled their luggage through. But yeah.
No.
That was scary.
But I do got to say this, okay? We got noticed, in the airport in Las Vegas. Also, we got noticed like 3 times here.
Yeah.
Like in Atlanta.
It was pretty
as
cool.
Soon as we got
so anybody, whoever's watching this that recognized us on our way here,
I gotta say, you guys show love. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, you guys are really nice out here.
It's a different vibe out here in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Because I guess this is why I use the term kinfolk. Because I swear, everybody that like noticed us, like normally they'll notice her, they'll be like, oh my gosh. Or like in Vegas, they'll be like, I love your wife. I'm like, I do too. I'm like, I'm pretty awesome. They're like, you're all right, but I'm here for your wife. So I'm like, I get it, Vegas. But yo, in Atlanta, like people be like, big dog. I'm like, yer. They was like, they would recognize me. They was like, hey, I love what you guys are doing. You're a funny man, all that stuff. We went to go get our car and the dude was looking down. And I promise you, I just in a millisecond, we made eye contact and he did this. He said, I was like, what's up, cousin? What's up, kinfolk? He was like, I'm like, nah, I'm not who you think I am. He's like, man, stop playing. He came out there. He's like, man, keep doing what you're doing. I'm like, dang, all right. See, let me tell you, okay, you guys might not know this about me, but I was born in Louisiana. So I am a New Orleans Saints fan. Who dat?
So that's why we said why he said who dat in the video, because I know somebody was like, isn't it who dey? I was like, huh?
They're talking about the Bengals. Nothing against Cincinnati, but it's who dat, okay? But, the Atlanta Falcons are our rivals. They even took our stadium name. Now we're Little Caesars, and they took... How we go from Mercedes-Benz Superdome to Little Caesars Super... Anyways.
I mean, we spent quite a bit of money at Little Caesars.
So, rivalry, So anytime I talk to somebody from Atlanta, I gotta bring up the rivalry. But I don't know. So I had a little bit of what's the word, jadedness to me in
Yeah.
me for the city of Atlanta. But y'all, y'all some cool people.
So we didn't get to try out any of the restaurants yesterday.
Not yet.
Because I know you guys gave us lots of recommendations. So we will try some today. I think the only place we went yesterday was Schlotsky's. Because that was the easiest thing to find and eat after the plane.
Imagine we go to a city and then the only reason we went to Schlotsky's is because we haven't seen a Schlotsky's
Since Houston.
Yeah.
He wanted to go to Wendy's because it was right there. But I was like, ooh, Schlotsky's in Detroit.
Yeah, she just boom. There was a
Like, that's what
Caribbean
you're eating.
restaurant and then a Wendy's. I'm like, go to the Caribbean restaurant. But
I was going to go to the Caribbean restaurant, but I didn't want to leave all our luggage in the car. He tells me horror stories all the time about cars getting broken into and luggage being taken.
Leave it up to YouTube, man. They had me thinking,
Everybody was like...
I'm like, but the crazy
safe out
thing is,
there.
we grew up, everybody's like,
I mean,
be
we
safe.
grew up in the South. I grew up in New York City.
Yeah,
in
you grew
Queens,
up in New York. We both grew up in Houston.
Yeah.
I mean, we're in Vegas. Vegas isn't, it's not a cakewalk, but then again, I mean, where we're at. But anyways, we're going to have to cut that part. I lost my train of thought. Okay, so now we actually have a chance to
Sit down and update you guys.
sit down, update you guys. We're waiting to
Do
start
our podcast.
Yeah, to do
So
the
the podcast we're on is called Hey There Adulting. It is with Gina Wilder and her husband.
Shout out the Wilders.
They
Thank you.
Came across each other on Instagram, and then we've been following each other ever since. So they invited us on their podcast, and now we're here.
But once we're done with that, we're gonna head back to Atlanta. We're gonna, we want to go to the aquarium.
We got a nice hotel right in front of the stadium, actually.
Yeah, right in front of our view is Mercedes-Benz.
Stadium.
So I'm gonna be in the window. Who that? Who that? Who that? Who
I
that
think he did
Saints
that on
gonna beat
purpose.
them Saints? Who that?
Go put a Fleur de Lis sticker on. But yeah. So it should be fun. Y'all will have a very interesting day with us.
Yeah. So now you're caught up.
So should this just be one video? The first video in the series? Upload this and then...
Yeah. And then we'll do part 2.
Okay.
All
So
right.
this is part 1 of our series of Welcome to Atlanta.
See, right now we're in Athens. Go Tigers. They'll
I
get
see
it.
bulldog little statues everywhere.
Go Tigers. They gonna know what it means. Go Tigers. Don't worry about it. Joe Burrow,
Yeah, what he said. So
Jamar Chase,
thank you for watching this.
Justin Jefferson.
For what?
Don't worry about it. Derek Stingley. No, go ahead. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Thank you guys for watching the very first episode of Welcome to Atlanta.
Where the players play.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for.
Dun, dun. Okay, all right, guys. Stay tuned for part 2. Peace.